I was diagnosed with cancer stage 2. And the doctor examined me and she said, "There's so much blood, I can't see anything." And I lost consciousness pretty fast from that deep, dreamless state popping out of my body like toast out of a toaster. I mean, it was, it wasn't this gentle loop-de-doop-de-doo. It was kaboom. I was out and I was floating away from my body. Very dramatic. I remember thinking, I'm dying. One of the thoughts that came to me is I realized I was like 1/100th of a droplet in the oceans of the world being reunited with the ocean. Because I have always felt like a bit of an oddball on this earth. I mean, I have never fit in neatly with this world. I remember being greeted by my tribe, and I thought, why couldn't I have a few of y'all on Earth? Earth has been hard. It was like a family reunion where you've been gone a very, very long time. And these angels literally just kind of encircled me and they said, "Welcome home, dearie."
Wow.
Who would ever want to leave that? But they said to me, if you decide to go back, you'll be restored to wholeness. And I remember thinking, I'm not going back. And before I could even advance, I had this vision of that nurse in the ER who had shown me such kindness and tenderness and care, head in her hands, leaning forward, sobbing. I suddenly felt her deep pain and her sadness and her despair. I remember saying to myself, if I can spare one human being that much pain, I guess I have to go back. And in the blink of an eye, I was back on that gurney. Apparently, I was without a heartbeat for about 15 minutes. But when I came back and I'm on that gurney and now there's all kinds of excitement, there was an angel in the upper left-hand corner of the room. And I mean an angel, a physical angel, but she was like a ball of light. And the angel said very clearly, this is for your healing and your peace. And this is a thank you for agreeing to come back. In that hospital room, I felt something weird internally. And I asked the angels, I said, am I going to die? Because I feel off. Something's very off. And the angels said, no, you've got another 20 years. No, we're still doing some work here.
So they were probably at that time healing your cancer, right? So what happened when you went to the oncologist? Was the cancer
He
gone?
would not, I asked him to do another exam and he wouldn't. So I had to drive to another part of the state and find another oncologist. Anyway, she did a subsequent surgery. And I was in the recovery room and she shook me awake. And she said, you were right. Not only is there no cancer, but she said, your flesh is so pink. I wouldn't believe you ever had cancer if I hadn't seen all the tests.